How's it going? Today's an awesome day. I just wanted to say hello and thank you. And I wanted to catch you up on 3 things today. I have a lot of things to talk about, but I'm going to try to break them down into 3 groups, and that's lately and how that song's coming along. Also, what I'm planning to do here with YouTube going forward and the music, right? And releasing music. And then that's the second thing there. And then the third thing I wanted to talk about was why I'm all dressed up here today. So the reason I'm all dressed up here today is because today basically marks a day of me doing YouTube here for a year. I've been doing a weekly release for an entire year. I missed 1 episode basically, and the reason I didn't put that one out is just because I didn't feel it was done right. So it's the only one I missed. The reason I started this channel was because I wanted to release some music, and I wanted to release 12 songs in a year, and I want to, talk about some of my successes, which there have been many, and then some of my losses. So I did want to do 12 songs, and I am on number 6 at a year, so I fell extremely short. Even though that was like the goal, that's what I wanted to do internally, it didn't happen. It at least forced me to kind of hold myself accountable to put some music out, because I was struggling with putting out my own music. So I had recorded for other musicians and other bands, but just never really kind of put anything out for myself. So I was inspired by the Bunn to do this. He is an artist as well, so he had a YouTube channel where I discovered him, where he would talk about baritones and review them. And at the time I was into the baritone, so he's an inspiration to me. So that's why I kind of was like, if he can do it, I can do it. Yeah, so some of the successes here is I've got 5 songs out, so I'll put links to that below. That's a major success for me right now. I'm really excited about that. A lot of things I learned during this whole year of doing YouTube here. I learned that I could put music out on my own and do my own mixes and mastering. And then I learned a lot about video editing and lighting and things that I wasn't aware that I was very interested in and that I enjoyed. I didn't know I enjoyed filming as much as I do. I really, really like that aspect of, taking on this journey. So I appreciate you coming along and, joining me for this journey. It's been great. So another thing that I want to talk about is going forward, what do I want to do? I think for now, it feels right to continue doing this. I still want to finish the album. With that, I kind of want to show you some ideas that have happened with that, right? So when I first started, I was like, hey, I'm going to release 12 songs. But I've always had these visions of what I want if I was going to release like some music. So I've always wanted something tangible, right? A little old school, because even though I have things on YouTube here, some of the music and stuff on Spotify and Apple Music and some other streaming services out there, I definitely want a product, right? Something tangible. So I want to thank Molly for hooking me up with this. So this is like a prototype of what I plan to do in the future. So let's open it up. I've actually never pulled it out of here, so we'll take a look at this together. So Molly had this made for me, which is pretty cool. So eventually, I want to get a vinyl print. And this is an awesome, awesome gift, so I really appreciate that. So that gives me a lot of ideas of what I want to do. Since I wasn't successful in getting 12 songs and putting them in an album, it also gave me another idea of something I want to do. So now that I have 5 songs out, I want to do something similar. Albums are LPs, and the EPs are a little smaller, so I think since I have 5 songs, I think what my next goal will be is to do something like these. So I might get those 5 songs on a small vinyl, on a 7-inch, and then eventually get an entire album. So yeah, so that's my plan for the future going forward with YouTube here. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm so glad that you are still checking out the videos and keeping up. Lately I'm still working on it, so let me catch you up on that. Chris came over and he put a bass line down, and man, I think after listening to the bass line and the guitar songs, the guitar tracks that you guys have heard, even though that I felt like that one was a scratch electric guitar, man, when I hear it all together now, I think the music's done. I think it's time to put the lyrics on there. So I'll play some of that in the background here, some of that music, so that you can hear it with some of the bass on it. That song's coming along really, really good. Yeah, I wanted to catch you up on lately and how that's going. So yeah, so a lot of information here today on YouTube, on everything and how things are going. And I have one more thing. Let me show you. So I've also been working on this. I've been working on getting a website. So I got a website now, so that's kind of cool. So it feels very musician-like to have a website, so very awesome. So check that out when you get a moment. There's a bunch of stuff in there. I built it myself. So yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been a learning process with a lot of things here. I'm hoping you're enjoying the series. I really appreciate, like I said, you following me along on this journey for almost a year. So I'm excited to do more. So hopefully my filming gets a little bit better and the music's coming along great. So I'm excited about that. And then I did want to talk about my guitar here. So I've had this guitar for quite some time now. Not too long, maybe a few years, but it's an SG. It's an Epiphone. This is what I used on lately for basically the 2 guitar tracks that are on there now, the lead guitar and the rhythm guitar. So it's a very nice guitar. I like the neck. The neck is very thick when you play it. So if you're into that style of guitar playing, you know, it's very good for that, right? Because if you like a thick neck, it's good. What I did learn about these particular guitars is they like to neck dive. So they dive bomb, you know. So if you let go of the neck, because of the way the strap and everything is set up, the guitar will kind of tip and you can actually mess up the headstock or even break the headstock. So it kind of taught me that to never let go of the guitar. So, or never let go of the neck. So now, you know, whenever I play a guitar, it kind of gave me a good habit of just never letting go of the neck. And if I have to do something, then I'll just put the guitar down. It definitely is a very cool guitar. It sounds great. You know, as we've been covering the songs, and I've also identified that I like talking about the gear and the gear that I use and how I use it. That's something that I didn't know I enjoyed doing. It probably needs new strings. I usually use these regular Slinkies. But yeah, so yeah, she's an awesome guitar. One of my friends gave me this strap. I thought, hey, why not put it on this guitar? It's a couch strap, so very cool. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.